In this lesson, we will be looking at dividing, where the divisor is a single digit. There are various ways you can perform the division. Some of the ways that we will look at will help you to understand the concept of division. The simplest way is to draw a picture of the objects and then make your smaller groups manually. So let's look at an example where we're going to be drawing our way to our answer. So imagine that we have a stack of 18 blocks, or we have a set of 18 blocks. So I've drawn a little picture here of our 18 blocks, and our question says, how many towers, or smaller towers, can be made out of these blocks so that each tower, so each of our smaller towers, is 3 blocks high? So we are going to be dividing this group of 18 blocks into smaller groups where each group will have 3 blocks. And we want to find out how many little towers, how many little sets of 3 blocks each we are going to end up with. So basically what we need to do is we need to divide 18 divided by 3. And then to find the number of 3-block towers that are going to be made using all of these blocks. So we do want to use up all of our blocks. So if we were to write this as a division equation, we would write it out like this. 18, so that's our total number of blocks, and then we would do divided by 3 equals question mark. So in this case, to review the names of our different pieces in our division equation, this number right here, the 18, we call this our dividend. And this is the number of the total number of blocks that we're using to make our smaller towers. So this is the total number as our dividend. And then the next number here, in this case the 3, is what we call our divisor. And in this case the 3 is representing the number of blocks in each tower. This number over here to the right of our equal sign, which is like the answer to our division problem, is called the quotient. And in this example that we're looking at, the quotient is going to be the number of smaller towers that have been created by taking these 18 blocks and putting them in little stacks of 3. So let's begin to solve this problem by drawing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw little stacks of 3 blocks each, and I'm going to mark them off over here until I get to the point where I don't have any more blocks, and we'll see how many little stacks we have. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start by making a little stack of 3 blocks. So there's my first little stack of 3 blocks. And starting at the bottom here, I'm just going to erase 3 of my blocks. So 3 of them are gone. And I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to repeat that. So 3 more, because I'm dividing by 3. So I have another little stack of 3, and I'm going to erase 3 of my blocks from my big stack here, my total. And I'll do this again, making my little stack of 3, taking 3 away, and another little stack of 3, taking 3 away. Now my big stack is getting smaller and smaller each time I go. So let's do one more stack of 3, and let's see if we can fit. Look at that. We've got enough to make one more stack of 3. So I can see now, I'm going to erase those so I no longer have any left in my total. I've used up all the blocks that I started with, and I've made these little towers or little stacks of 3 blocks each. So the question is, or the answer to my problem here is, how many towers can be made? So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I can see the answer to my problem, 18 divided by 3 equals 6. And I can make 6 towers out of 18 blocks where each little tower is 3 blocks high.